The Bengals are just complete and utter garbage. That's really the only thing I can say to open up and begin this video here tonight, is that the Bengals are in such disarray that it is astounding. They should be, counting their blessings that right now they're a 2-2 football team. And with Burrow being out once again for the foreseeable future for this team, this almost feels like a year that's a waste. There's no way they're going to start rallying off win after win after win, because Jake Browning is their quarterback at the end of the day. Unless they make a move and try to sign a free agent or start someone else or trade for a potential new quarterback to fill in till Burrow is healthy enough to start playing games again, which you don't even know, because at that point in the season where he's going to be healthy enough to actually play in the games, the season will be a waste. It'll be over. There'll be no point. There'll be like 6 or 7 games below 500. It's over. You might as well just not rush him back to action. Wait till next season and try to start anew next year, because it's just not panning out this year. It's not looking like it's going to be the Bengals' year to make the playoffs. And with Burrow being out, and listen, Jake Browning's fucking ass. He's not an NFL quarterback. This isn't a guy who belongs to be on any team. Just because he had 2 or 3 fluke good performances, a couple years ago for the Bengals, it doesn't mean he's even any good as a backup quarterback in this league. He doesn't have the arm or the athletic ability or the pocket presence and awareness to be able to play at any level. All right, he's just absolute ass, and there's no understanding that. But Zac Taylor, he needs to go. He needs to be fired. His play calls are high school. It's like they are running a bad high school offense. And when you're running a bad high school offense in the pros against quite possibly the best defense in football in the Denver Broncos, yeah, there's going to be fucking trouble on the horizon, and it's not even on the horizon anymore. The trouble is at their doorstep. They have to confront the trouble. They have to confront the danger, and they're doing a pretty fucking shitty job of doing that, if I have to say so myself, because the way that they are playing right now is just utterly embarrassing. There's no reason for any future optimism or hope for the Cincinnati football team. Right now, as it pertains to on-field play, there's nothing to get excited about. The defense sucks. That Cam Taylor Brick guy is a scrub. He's not even, once again, he's not an NFL player. And most of those players on defense are not NFL players. Bo Nix torched them. Bo Nix, to be fair, is a pretty decent quarterback in this league. But my goodness, it was just, they made him look like John Elway out there. It was utterly embarrassing. I mean, they did not, it's like they did not belong on the same football field as the Denver Broncos. And when it looks like you don't belong on the same field as an NFL team, obviously that's not a good sign. But I am pointing this thing right to Zac Taylor. I'm pointing it to coaching. It's coaching. It has something to do with coaching. There's no way it doesn't, because if it didn't, then we would have already seen that, Zac Taylor's not the problem with the Bengals. He is. He's the main problem. He is. There's a lot of problems. Their defense, their quarterback is horrible. The players sometimes look a bit lackadaisical effort-wise, but why would you give effort if the defense sucks and if you have no quarterback and if your coach is just not a leader and he sucks as a play caller? And I'm pretty sure he's the play caller. He refuses to ever give up play calling. And we're seeing that his play calling and his tendencies are easy to sort of break down and to stop. And the Broncos did exactly that. They broke it down and they stopped it. They probably had a 10-minute film session where they said, look, this guy calls 4 plays within the same 2 formations. All you have to do is just play basic stuff and we'll win easily. We can win the game. They could, by the way, the Broncos could have scored 6 points in this game and they would have won. They would have won 6-3 in this game. But alas, they didn't. They actually looked like an NFL team running an NFL offense with NFL players and an NFL coach in Sean Payton. So they clearly outclassed the clueless Cincinnati Bengals. And once again, the fans are up in arms that they've had enough of the Zac Taylor thing. Made 1 Super Bowl off the back of a great defense and Joe Burrow playing well. And that's it. That's all there is to his resume. A couple playoff appearances and 1 Super Bowl appearance. And that had nothing to do with him being a good coach. It had everything to do with the talent around him. Being absolutely top tier. So if I'm the Cincinnati front office right now, what I'm doing is I'm addressing the main problem. The main problem, well, there's 2 main problems. There's no quarterback, and there is absolutely no head coach that is going to steer the ship in the right direction. And clearly he's not going to steer the ship in the right direction. There's just simply no fucking way he does, because he doesn't really, to me, seem like the type of guy that's going to do that. He's not going to right the ship. He's not going to say, okay, listen, guys, everything is going to be fine. We got to keep, playing our game, keep doing what we're doing, and eventually we'll get over the hump and we'll start winning games. No, he's not going to. He kind of might say that, but he'll say it in a fake way where it seems really disingenuous when everyone in the locker room knows, oh, fuck, we're going to lose again. Then he tries to reassure the team. He seems like the guy to probably do that, but not actually instill any confidence in his team. The fact is, Zac Taylor's the main problem with the team, and if he doesn't go, the fans will be tuned out, the players will be mentally tuned out, they don't want to play for this guy anymore, it's pretty fucking clear. And things cannot be any worse, because it can't be worse than scoring 3 points, right? I mean, the Tennessee Titans would have a lot to say about that. They didn't score a fucking point in the game Sunday. They scored no fucking points against a trash Texans team, but I mean, regardless of that, Texans defense is one of the best in the NFL. Broncos defense is also one of the best in the NFL, and you still look like a bad high school team. Jake Browning had like 100-something passing yards. He's so inaccurate. I mean, when you combine a lollipop arm and bad decision making with poor accuracy and no athletic traits, you have the recipe for the ultimate super scrub. And I'm willing to crown him. Jake Browning is the worst quarterback I have ever watched. Ever. Literally ever. He's the worst quarterback I've ever seen in the NFL. I've watched the likes of Nathan Peterman, who threw 5 picks in like fucking 2 quarters in a game, and he was just fucking absolute garbage. I've watched Giants Mike Glennon and Jake Fromm. Those just awful quarterbacks. Jacob Eason, Jake Luton for the Jaguars. I watched plenty of other shitty backup quarterbacks as well in my time, and this guy's the worst. He's the worst quarterback I've ever seen. He has just nothing special. He's not cerebral. He's not smart. He can't read a coverage. He's horrible. I mean, I don't even think the dude can throw it 45 yards. I think you could take a YouTuber, who makes football content, right? Take somebody, right? And they would take a punter. They would have better arm strength. Take the kicker, take the punter. They would have better arm strength than the starting quarterback of the Bengals, Jake Browning, tonight. Seriously, he's the worst quarterback I've ever watched. I've watched plenty of scrub quarterbacks. Right? I've listed some of the worst I've ever watched, and he is by far the worst quarterback I've ever seen. He just lacks any sort of trace or ability to play at an NFL level. Yet, I mean, I don't know what Zac Taylor thinks. Why the fuck he thinks that this guy's the best option to trot out there every single week to be the quarterback, right? I don't know what the Bengals see or owe, Jake Browning, because quite simply put, he fucking sucks balls. He's a bum. He's a super scrub, as I've already stated in this video, in my last Bengals video before. But whatever they owe this guy, he must have something on the team. He must have something on the coaches, or maybe even something on the players and or the owner. One of those, pick your poison. He has something. He has some, I don't even know what he has. He has something he's holding against Zac Taylor or the owner or the players, to where he has this known power within the organization. You can't cut him, you can't trade him, you can't bench him, you can't do anything to him, right? You can't do it. At this point, you might as well take a hammer to his fucking knee and say, oh, fuck, we hurt him. We got a new quarterback. That's the only way they're gonna move off this guy. They're gonna say how much they believe in Jake Browning in the next fucking press conference, and it's gonna be, once again, it's gonna be the downfall of the team. It's gonna be the end of the team. With this game, I'm almost certain to say the season's fucking over for the Bengals. There's no point. Watching this offense play is really like watching fucking paint dry. It's like they do the same 3 things over and over again. Chase Brown is such a shit running back. He's the worst starting running back in the league. He jitter feet, running in place. He's horrible. Chase Brown is ass. I know the offensive line sucks as well. I mean, let's be real. Their line is one of the worst, if not the worst, in the NFL, next to the Titans, and a couple other ones, right? But still, fucking jitter feet. Like, it's ridiculous. He's like Trent Richardson mixed with DeAndre Swift. It's fucking horrible. Chase Brown is fucking garbage. And most of the team is no better, right? Most of the team is no better. The defense, it's like you're just let them throw, right? There's no pressure. There's no pass rush to be spoken of. No pressure whatsoever to be spoken of. And that's obviously pretty fucking bad news. If you can't get to the quarterback, you're not going to be able to stop the fucking pass. Well, I've already established in multiple videos before that if you have no pass rush, that means the quarterback has all fucking day to throw. And when the quarterback has all day to fucking throw, any NFL caliber QB can pick you the fuck apart because they have a litany of options and all day to throw. So that's already well established. And with the Bengals, they don't have that luxury. They also don't have a quarterback that can extend and improvise and be a playmaker and distribute the ball to his guys. He can't do that because he doesn't know how to do it. And Zac Taylor doesn't know how to scheme around that. He's got no run game. Every play's out of the shotgun. I mean, it really is like a bad high school offense. Everything's out of the shotgun. It's the same 3-4 formations. It's the same 4 to 5 plays. And it's really embarrassing because, once again, I genuinely believe in my heart of hearts some of you guys watching this video at home right now would be able to be a better coach. Why is someone like this a coach in the National Football League? He is so bad at play calling. He's so bad as a leader of men. He's so bad at play design that it astounds me he's even a coach in football. He should be working as an accountant. He should be working at a fucking Culver's. It's crazy this fucking piece of shit is a coach in the NFL. It almost drives me mad how stupid Zac Taylor really fucking is. He's absolutely abysmal, and that might be understating it, folks. This guy is a scrub. He's a disgrace to coaching. He's a disgrace to the NFL. He's a disgrace to athletics. He's a disgrace to competition. This is a fucking guy who does not belong anywhere near a fucking field. Once again, he should not be watching football or any athletic competition or sport or anything related to competition whatsoever on his fucking television set. He should be barred for life from not only the National Football League, but from athletics as well. He should never be allowed to watch anything related to sports ever. His family should never be related. This should never be ever able and allowed to watch sports on their television. He is a fucking joke. He's a clueless fucking moron. He's an absolute idiot. I mean, this guy is just like a bumbling, stumbling, fumbling, mumbling idiot of epic biblical-like proportions that the league has not seen in a long time. Once again, he better send Joe Burrow his paycheck. He really should. Joe, you know, let me do a simulation of the phone call here. All right, that Zac Taylor, realizing he's one of the biggest clueless morons to ever coach at the NFL ranks. This is a simulated phone conversation between Joe Burrow and the head coach of the Bengals, Zac Taylor. Zac Taylor's going to forfeit his whole paycheck and give it all to Joe Burrow because he owes all of it to him anyways. Well, hey Joe, it's me, Zac. It's your head coach. I know I owe it to you, man. You know, I've just, come to the sort of realization that I'm not a very good coach. You know, I wouldn't even be a good coach in the Pee Wee football ranks, and I'm never actually going to be involved with athletics or anything related to competition whatsoever ever again. I've decided I've taken it up with the organization to give you my full paycheck because I'm a fucking piece of shit. He sucks. And that's that, man. Cincinnati season's over, right? Oh, but wait till Joe Burrow gets back. They're going to be what are they going to be, 1-11 when Joe Burrow gets back? Wow, not 1-11. They're going to be 2-9 when Burrow gets back? Wow. Holy shit. What a fucking they're going to rattle off a bunch of wins in a row. They're going to make the playoffs at fucking 8-9. No, they're not. This team is fucking doomed. If this team wins another game this season, I'll be stunned. The Browns would kill this team. They would. Seriously. They would win 21-0. The Bengals would not score a point. Now, Joe Flacco sucks, right? They would have a better chance with Dylan Gabriel or Shedeur Sanders. And Shedeur Sanders fucking sucks. Dylan Gabriel is a midget. But they would have a better fucking chance with those two. If they had one of those two in, it'd be fucking 50-0. But with Flacco, it'd be 21-0. Oh my God, Jake Browning's a fucking. He's so bad. He's the worst quarterback I've ever watched. Chase Brown, jitter feet. I mean, he really does just jitter around and play. He's fucking horrible. He's not a running back. He's not anything. He's not a player. He's on the field because the Bengals don't know how to evaluate running backs. They let Mixon go, and they don't know who else to get. And they try to rely on this fucking scrub who, once again, jitter feet, horrible. Guy's awful. So yeah, Cincinnati, they're fucked, right? They're completely fucked. They're directionless. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. Their coach is in over his head. Their ownership is cheap and moronic. And that's that, man. Thank you all for watching. This has been Mr. Truth, and this was nothing but the truth.